Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Evening Buzz tonight. Let's kick this thing off. And my name is Paul Charron, and I'm streaming to you live from my home in Las Vegas, Nevada. And over there, coming out of Fresno, California, we have my business partner. Say hello.
Hello, this is Davison coming at you from Fresno, California. And tonight we are doing the second episode of our WordPress blog that we built on, what was that, on Monday, I guess it was, or Sunday rather.
Sunday.
Yeah, Paul knows I got my days all screwed up this week, so I don't even know what day it is actually.
Yeah, well, I mean that happens when you work for yourself sometimes, and it's kind of a funky thing where you'll be going in somewhere thinking it's Tuesday and then it's actually Thursday, or thinking that you have a thing to do today, Rod, on Tuesday night, and it's actually on Thursday night. But that's one of the cool things. You lose track of time a little bit.
Yes, you do. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that thing is on Thursday, because I would have missed it tonight otherwise.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good.
I barely got home in time for this deal, so.
Right. Well, for those of you who know me, this is actually No Tech Tuesday. Every Tuesday I do no technology, no internet, no phones, or as little as possible at least, to spend time with my family, and we hit the movies and do that kind of thing. But we try to be home in time for the evening buzz so that we can be here with you guys and give you guys some value and help you guys build your businesses. And I was just telling Rod offline that I saw this movie today called Lone Survivor, and it was about a SEAL team, Navy SEAL team, that went into Afghanistan to take out this leader of the Al-Qaeda, or not Al-Qaeda, Taliban. And we were talking about the training that these guys go through and what is possible when we really truly put our minds to it. And so we're going to have to cover that in a mindset session one of these days really soon, because our mind as human beings, folks, is so incredibly amazing. And for us to do certain things where we give up on our business, we give up on our family, and we don't do what we know needs to be done, is just absolutely crazy, because we're capable of so much. And Rod and I are into the mindset stuff a lot, and we do a lot of that. But seeing stuff like that and seeing what people are capable of, Rod, is absolutely incredible.
No, absolutely. I mean, Navy SEALs, those guys are pretty bad guys.
Bad A words?
Bad good guys.
They're badass. You can say that. So anyways, tonight is part 2 of WordPress, and we showed you guys how to get WordPress installed on your hosting. We showed you guys how to actually get it set up and get your page initialized, and I think we installed Optimized Press, the theme, as well, right?
We did, yep, sure did.
For those of you folks who are trying to build an online business, Optimized Press is one of the best themes out there, and there should have been links on that thing on Sunday as well. And if not, we'll get those out to you guys. But Optimized Press is a great theme. Now, along with those themes, it takes some other things that kind of run in the background. You'll see them on the website, and we'll show you that here in just a minute. But there's some things that run in the background that help you with the functionality of your site. One of them is called plugins, and the other one are called widgets. And widgets tend to be the sections of your blog that are to the right, to the left of your page, or down underneath. The footer can also be a widget as well. So that's what a widget is. It's those areas, and there's some functionalities in those areas. And then plugins are things that actually help things pop up in those areas or help your website do various things. And that's what Rod is going to show us tonight. Rod is a master at the IT stuff and really good at this stuff, so he's the perfect guy to be showing you guys how all this stuff works. And I put him on the spot so that if anything doesn't work tonight,
you can blame it on me.
We can blame it on Rod. So Rod, make sure that you click on you so that my mindless banter doesn't take us away from your computer, and take it away.
Okay, sounds good. So I guess it was Sunday, right? So Sunday we basically went through and showed you how to buy a domain, point the domain to the hosting, install WordPress, install a theme, and put a customized header on there. And I think that was pretty much all we got through. So like Paul said, tonight we're going to go through and show you how to install plugins, how to do some stuff with the widgets, and we'll probably go into menus a little bit, and then if we have time, we'll do a little bit of work on the home page. But so let me go ahead and share my screen.
Now, do we have Q&A up in there? We do, right? So if anybody has any questions, you can drop questions in on the Q&A. I'll try to keep an eye on that, and maybe in the chat as well.
Yeah, let me just make sure it's. I'm pretty sure it's activated, but
yeah, it looks like fun.
Yep.
So if you guys have any questions, you can answer it in there, and then if we don't get to it right away, we'll get back to it after a little bit.
Okay, so I guess you can see my screen okay?
We are Googled.
Okay. So this is basically the page that, or this is the website that we created on Sunday. So I'm just going to go ahead and remind everybody, just basically go to WP-admin to get to the...
Okay, right now all we're seeing is the Google page, so we're not seeing any website.
Really?
Yep.
On my screen I see both on the Hangouts and on my desktop the same thing.
Yeah, all we're getting is Google, brother. You sure you're on the right tab and stuff, or maybe did you share full screen? Or
I'm going to unshare it and then reshare it again. Last time I did that, I ran into this issue where screen share didn't work after I unshared it without refreshing, but nope.
And the techno glitches start already, huh?
That's right. It's all your fault too.
If you need to refresh, I think you can refresh and come right back in.
Yeah, let me just refresh real quick and see what we got.
Here with us, and he comes back pretty darn quick.
Okay, here I am.
And you're just missing your lower third here. That's not that important right now, but if you can get back to screen share, that would be awesome. And now we've got blackness, and now we're there. Now we're at the admin screen.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to log in here. If I can remember the password I had changed it to. Okay. So here we are in the back of WordPress. So the first thing, I guess we'll cover plugins first. So we'll just click on plugins here. And this menu on the site, that's basically your friend. That's where pretty much everything is. So.
Right. You dump that delete Hello Dolly and.
Yeah, these are basically default things that come into WordPress by default when you first install them.
Oh, Super Cache is coming in. Super Cache comes in default now?
Yep.
Interesting. That's not a bad plugin, actually.
No. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that Hello Dolly. We don't use that one.
Sorry, Hello Dolly. Jetpacking, just deactivate that, or?
Yeah, we'll just deactivate that one because it'll give us fits. But if you guys want to use that, we can at some point. But the
accusament's an important one, so we should walk through that.
Okay. So yeah, this you know, however people pronounce this all differently, but basically what this one here is, how do you say it, Paul?
The Kismet.
A Kismet?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
You could be wrong.
Basically, this is, if you're going to use WordPress as a blog, highly recommend you guys. They do have a free account that works just fine. And this basically helps keep some of the spammers out there from throwing stuff on your blog that shouldn't be there, basically.
Yeah, so, you can know how to get the free version. I throw them like $20 or $30 a year now because I'm using so many different blogs.
Yeah, using it so much, yeah. So basically, you just click on Activate here, and let's see. It's been a while since I did that.
Show them where it would go, but then you already have a key, so.
Yeah, so basically, you just go over here and you already let's see. I guess we need to go back to our deal, right?
You got to go back a couple, but you would say go back and click on Get an API key. Oh, well, or you could say I already have one there.
Yeah, there you go. I just clicked on the wrong one.
To get the key, guys. You're going to put your name and email in there. and then what's going to happen is it's going to ask you for an amount of money that you want to pay them. You can just put the slider to 0 if it's on a personal blog, because obviously you're not making any money at first, and you don't want to be throwing any money out there. So you can just put it on 0, and then it will give you an API key. You drop it in where he is there, and then you're good.
Yep. There you go. So anyway, yeah, you just throw that in there. I already have a key, so I just threw that in there. You save the settings, and you're pretty much good to go at that point.
If you do not have that in there, you will see so much spam in your comments. It's ridiculous. That helps get rid of some of that.
So that one actually comes by default. You just have to activate it. So if you once you have a key, you can just put I already have a key and pop it in there. Otherwise, you just go create an account on there and get the API key and then pop it in there. So it's pretty straightforward, not too much. So now, if you want to add some additional plugins, you just click on Add New up here, and then it's going to go to the search. So what do we want to put in first? Pretty Link? That's pretty.
That's pretty easy. Sure, you can go do that.
So Pretty Link is really the Pretty Link Lite is free. So we're just going to hit Install now, and it's going to say, "Are you sure you want to install this?" And we are. And you can see it says unpacking, installing the plugin, successfully installed, and then you just have to activate it. So once you have activate, then you'll see right over here it creates another option here. And basically what this does is a lot of times, like if you're doing affiliate marketing and different things, there's a big old long ugly link that you get a lot of times. And what this allows you to do is really create a link with your domain, so it would be, the eveningbuzztraining.com / whatever you want to put it. So, maybe you're marketing for, dolphin training. You can put that in the link instead of having this big old long one that we used the other day. So whatever it is, it's pretty simple, and we'll go into that in a little bit, and it'll make pretty good sense. So. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and add a couple more plugins here real quick.
Go with the Google XML sitemap.
Okay, Google XML sitemap. Let's see if we find that really quick here. This one here, I think, right? Sitemaps.
Yeah.
And basically, what this does is the sitemaps will basically kind of it'll pull all of your pages and stuff into what they call an XML file, and be able to report that back to Google or Bing or wherever you're actually doing any advertising and different things, and it really helps with your indexing of all your different pages and content and whatnot. So.
Yeah, Google likes that. And there's going to be all kinds of different plugins that you use later, guys, but
there's tons.
Basic favorites of ours.
There's actually another anti-spam one. I think it's called Bad Behavior. Let's see if we can find this one here.
Yeah, I don't even know what that one.
What's that?
I don't even know that one.
That's in the Pro Blog Academy, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. So that one you can just basically install that. There are a few settings. If anybody doesn't know what whitelist is, that's basically just saying that if you can basically say yes, anything from this domain or this user or whatever can automatically be posted in different things. So. Go into the settings and check them out. The instructions are pretty straightforward. We just kind of wanted to show you an example of how to install plugins, and there's thousands of plugins, basically.
I think, and I don't know if this to be true or not, Rod, but I think that if you have too many plugins, you're talking about slowing your site down because your host has got too much stuff going back and forth between the host and your site.
Yeah.
I don't know that to be true. Do you know that? If you've heard that, if you've got...
No, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's just like anything else. The more stuff, because these plugins is basically code that you're adding to your website. So, the more plugins you have, the more it has to read through more code, and it's gonna slow you down. I mean, a lot of blogs, I would say, try to keep around 10 plugins or less if you can.
I mean, say 10 or less.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go a little bit more. I know on my blog I actually have more than that, but and sometimes it is a little bit slow every once in a while, but I'm trying to kind of optimize that a little bit more. So you can see I just did a search. I mean, there's so many here. There's 971 pages of plugins.
Right. How about our cool little social media widgets? That'll intersect with our widget stuff as well. I hate to give that away. It's such a cool little plugin, and it's such a neat little.
Yep. So there's a lot of social media widgets out there, but this one is really cool because it has more social media options by default than just about any other ones that I've run across, I think, at this point anyway.
And they're just cool.
Yeah, and they're definitely cool looking. So we'll go ahead and install that one and activate it.
And then what about something
That's probably enough at this point.
Well, no, what about something for SEO? What do you use for SEO?
All right, let's.
And for those of you who don't know what SEO is, search engine optimization, which you should think about as you're building your site as well. How do you optimize your site to get the search engines to find it easier? You use Platinum?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I use WordPress SEO by a guy named Yoast. Platinum.
Yeah, that's a good one too. So that's right here, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. WordPress SEO by Yoast. That's the one I use. So any of these ones will work, guys. You're gonna find personal preferences on whatever you do. So go ahead and use Platinum.
Yeah. I found that this Platinum SEO packet really works well with OptimizePress.
Cool.
But you use OptimizePress too, so I mean, obviously the other one does as well. So I mean, it's really about preference. A lot of these you're going to find a lot of plugins that do very similar things. So, all right, so we have what have we got? About 4, 5, 6. We already got 7 plugins that are activated. So.
Right. See how quick that adds up, huh?
Yeah, I mean they add up, and they add up quickly. That's for darn sure. So the next thing we're going to go into, I guess, widgets, huh?
Yeah. Do you want to cover? Well, no. We can do widgets, and then you can come back and show how some of those work, because we can set up like social media widgets and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So the widgets are actually found under the Appearance menu, and then you just go right here to Widgets. So what we're going to do is there's ways to create custom sidebars and all this stuff. So we're primarily focusing on the blog template. So we're going to add all the widgets under the blog sidebar right here. So these are all of the things that are available by default right here. So like when we installed that plugin, you can see social media widget is right here. You just take this and drag it right here under blog sidebar, and basically it comes right up. And it gives you a whole bunch of options, and we'll kind of play with those a little bit. And let's see, what do we want to put in here for?
You can just do Facebook for now, dude. Facebook and maybe YouTube, because we know the Facebook URL off by heart.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
Just go down and click on social networking.
Yep, social networking. All right, so we want to put our fan page in here, right?
Yep.
So you just basically type your Facebook URL, and I don't know what else we got here.
You can do my Twitter if you want to do twitter.com/join_Paul. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, but /join_Paul.
Okay.
No, that's the only one I know really. I don't know any of my LinkedIn or anything.
Let's
You can
see.
see how many of the URL or how many of the social networks are good.
Yep.
Social networks you can use. Do you know the YouTube URL?
I'm just gonna put mine in there
Okay, cool. That works.
for now. And let's see.
That's it.
Yeah, that should be good.
Just so they can see a
So
few.
yeah, we'll basically show you, but there's you can change the size of the icons here. You can, I think we want the Web 2.0, right? That's the best one to use, I believe.
No, I like the funky icons, but that'll work.
Which ones are those? Are those the?
The cutout ones.
Oh yeah, the cutout ones. You're right. Those are really cool.
Cool looking.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start with that, and then once you get done with all that, you got to make sure and come down to the bottom of that widget and save it. Otherwise, you'll lose everything you just did.
And then you can just take them out and show them quick.
Yep. And then let's do a couple more real quick, just for. Let's do RSS feed. So we're going to basically put that right here. And what this RSS feed does. Let me grab it here. Basically what that's going to do, it'll give you the opportunity to, if you have a YouTube, we're going to put, the RSS feed we're going to put is to my YouTube channel. And we can put a little title here. I'll just put recent videos or something. I mean, you guys can get creative and do. Let's just show the last, maybe the last 5. So that's basically going to show how many of those videos are going to show up. And we'll just leave everything else default and save that. And then is there one more we want to put, Paul, or is that?
No, that's good. I mean, just give them a kind of an indication so they can see it on the front page there.
Okay. And then I guess it depends on whether we have the right template on our page so far, but let's take a look here. We'll just open up another page here and see if the...
Oh yeah, we never even tested that, did we? Oh, there you go.
Okay, yeah, so you can see basically right here, these icons right here. So whatever you have links in will start showing up here, and usually I think I like to put those a little bit bigger basically. So let's see, if we go into here and let's put
64.
Yeah, custom, and I think I used like 42 maybe, something like that. And hit save.
That was your RSS feed.
And then we'll come over here and refresh this.
I think you hit save on your. I think you hit save on your RSS.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Save. All right, we'll refresh that.
Can you zoom in on that page a little bit?
Zoom in on this page?
Yeah. Just zoom in a little bit. There you go.
How's that?
That's perfect.
So anyway, you can basically adjust the size of those icons right there by, updating, just by updating the size here.
Yeah.
Right
cool.
Here. That's the icon size.
Yeah,
so.
it's really cool. And then you can change the opacity so they can be clearer or not.
Yep.
So
You can put, different. They have different options for different icons. Let's see. Let's try refresh and see what that looks like. So then you can have icons like that.
For Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, that's right. So let's see what else they got in here. I don't know what the sketch looks like. I don't think I've ever looked at that one.
No, I just do the cutout. So.
Yeah, I mean the cutout ones are pretty dang cool. So yeah, those are kind of cool too. They're kind of funky looking a little bit,
There you go. Good deal. Let's move on to the setting up some more of the plugins.
All right. Well, I'm gonna change this back to cutout because.
Dude, I don't know if you realize this. Yeah, if you realize this, but it's 7:25.
Holy smokes! How'd that happen?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
So that gives you guys an idea what widgets are.
Yep. Give you guys a good idea, and then we're gonna go into menus real quick. So menus are basically these guys, right here across the top of your page. Okay. So I didn't really do any planning on this to really know what we're going to do exactly, but we'll just, I don't know, I guess we'll fake it, right?
We might have to do a WordPress 3 here on Thursday night.
Yeah, we might have to actually.
Skip it
So
tomorrow, do a bang.
the first thing we want to do is you got to make a custom menu that, so you just give it a name. We'll just call it menu 1. Okay, so let's see. We don't want to auto add pages. It's going to be a blog menu, and you're going to save that menu. Okay, so now what we want to do here is let's see here. Okay, so so if you have a page that you want to add to a menu, you can just select it right here and put add to menu. So we'll just put that sample page in there. So you can actually put links in there if you want. So if we wanted to link to, say, facebook.com/theeveningbuzz, then you could, and then that's link text is just going to be we'll just say the buzz, and we're going to put add to menu there. And the little trick, the one thing I really wanted to show you guys, so if you want these menus to have other items underneath them, all you got to do is kind of drag them over to the right a little bit. So when they're offset like that, you'll see over here under sample, let me refresh here real quick.
You're going to have to save
I gotta save this first, right? So we're going to save that menu, and then we're going to refresh here. And actually, I think we have to go tell that, don't we have to go tell that? No, it pulled it in automatically. So see how it puts that menu right below there? And then if we pull that menu back over to the right like that, and save it, and we go over here and refresh, you'll see how those are now next to each other. So that's a little neat trick that you got to know to build your menus.
Drop-down menus.
What's that?
Do the quick drop-down menus. and then that link can go completely off your site. When you click on that link, go ahead and click on that link so they can see that because you set that URL to be Facebook, it goes completely off your site to a Facebook page.
That's right.
That's really cool.
Yep, absolutely. The other thing I was going to say, like if you have, I can't remember exactly what the code is. I might have to log into mine and look real quick. I don't know if you remember, Paul, but if you want this top menu to not link because you have other menus up there, so like, say you had 4 or 5 things up here, and if somebody you don't want them to click on that and it goes somewhere else so they can see the other menus. There's a little trick over here. You use the links page, and I can't remember what code you have to put in here.
You
it seems
like put a number sign, don't you?
You know, I just can't remember exactly what it was.
You would go to sample page and you would put in the number sign on the sample page.
Well, no, it's right here on the link actually. Is it the number sign?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Okay, all right, and then let's just put this sample page under here like that real quick and save it. And go back over here and do a quick refresh. Okay, so now see on menu item, you can't, if you try and click it, it doesn't do anything. So that's, you know, that's a good little trick, because if you had stuff under here and they clicked on the buzz, it's going to take you to the Facebook page. So, and then here they can click on it and go right back to the sample page.
Right, that's a neat little trick. Well, we're out of time, bud. So let's save the doing some of the more plug-in stuff, and we'll create a page and post on Thursday night.
On Thursday night, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, that was just man, it's just amazing how fast 30 minutes goes by, isn't it?
It is incredible how fast it goes by. So we showed you guys some of our favorite plugins, 4 or 5 of our favorite plugins. We talked to you guys about the widgets a little bit and how the widgets work and how you can make use of those, including the plugins, and how some of the widgets are plugins and so on and so forth, and how you can work with the menus a little bit. So again, if you have any questions, you can always drop those onto facebook.com/the evening buzz, and we can help you out there, or contact us on our email or on our your lower third isn't up, but on my my blog at paulgoeslittle.com, you can ask questions there, and I can help you out. And Rod, you can help. You can check out his blog at rodadavison.com and get any questions answered. So before we go, if there's anybody that's got any questions, please feel free to ask now before we call it a night. That was really good, Rod. That was awesome. It's amazing how quick that went.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, you know, we probably spent a little bit more time trying to explain things a little more detail and kind of went into a couple slightly advanced things. But there's, I mean, there's so much that you can do with WordPress, and you know, I really, you know, I've used a couple other systems that have an interface, and I don't know, WordPress is pretty dang simple. So I mean, everything's right there at your fingertips. You don't really have to know any code. You can just, you know, click and add stuff to it, and that's what's really cool with all the plugins, because you can add all of this. Basically, all it's doing is it's inserting all this code, this additional code that you can add to your blog or your website or whatever. So
right. You do not have to be a coding genius to have a decent looking site up and running fairly quickly.
Yeah, because if it did, I wouldn't have a website. I mean, yeah, I'm an IT professional, but I am not a programmer by any means whatsoever.
Right, right. No, I actually used Joomla at one time and just couldn't quite get it right.
Yeah, I tried Joomla a couple times, and after using WordPress for so long and trying to figure out Joomla, it's just so different. It was right. I just said, you know, I can do everything I need to do with WordPress. I'm just going to go back to that. A good friend of mine that's a web designer, he talked me into trying out Joomla, but it's like, well, if you want to use Joomla, then you're going to build the website, and I'll watch.
And one of the most important things about WordPress, Google loves WordPress. They just seem to love it. They're when you type in any keyword search term, you're almost guaranteed that in the top 10, most of that stuff, unless they're huge authority sites, you know, Wikipedia and things like that, most of those sites in there are going to be YouTube or WordPress sites.
Yep, I mean, WordPress is definitely the #1 self-hosted blogging platform.
Yeah.
Period.
They are the juggernaut.
Yep. You know, and you don't have to, you know, you can have a WordPress site that's not a blog. I mean, you don't have to use the blogging functionality in it at all. You know, I mean, that's really what it was designed for, but if you want to just build a traditional website that has a shopping cart or whatever on it, you can do that with WordPress also.
Right. All right. Very cool. Well, that's it, Rod. Thank you very much, brother. That was awesome. Very simple. Very to the point. I think everybody can handle doing that, and if they can't, they can always go back through the recorded videos on YouTube as well. Just go to YouTube and Google The Evening Buzz, and you'll see some of the past episodes, the titles of what we did during those episodes, what we covered, and you can go back through this training and see that stuff. It's really pretty easy, and again, never hesitate to contact us in some way, shape, or form, and we'll help you out to the best of our ability. So with that being said, my name is Paul Charron, streaming from Vegas, and I'm done for the night. Rod, take us home.
Okay, yeah, I just appreciate everybody watching. Hope this was helped you guys out. Just something I want to mention real quick. Be sure and get a hold of us on facebook.com/theeveningbuzz. All the recordings are there. You can also find those on my YouTube channel. All of the recordings are there, as well as Paul's YouTube channel. And if there's anything that we didn't cover, just go search for it on YouTube. I guarantee you that every single thing that you want to do on WordPress, you'll be able to find on YouTube somewhere.
It's not going to be as good as Rad does, but you can find it there.
You know. And so that's all I got coming at you from Fresno, California, and we'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow night, what do we? Oh yeah, we're doing PPC, Bing Ads Advertising. So Paul's going to walk us through how to set up a PPC campaign in Bing. We did PPV last night, and so this is a little bit different. So that's what we will be talking about tomorrow night. So we'll see everybody there. Good night.
Good night.